You ever watch a show, get all the way to the last episode, and suddenly find yourself sitting there, staring at the screen like, wait, what just happened? Because that's exactly where my life with the Walter Boys Season 2 left us. That finale didn't just end, it ripped the ground out from under us, left us breathless, and honestly, a little broken. And that's why today, I need to sit down with you and break this whole thing apart. Not like a recap, but really dig in. Because there's way more happening than the surface drama. And if you're anything like me, you've got about a million emotions swirling around in your chest after that ending. First, let's talk about that overwhelming feeling we all had watching Jackie finally unravel everything she's been holding in. I swear, the entire season felt like this slow build-up, like watching someone balance a glass at the edge of a table. You know it's gonna fall. You don't know when. But your eyes are locked. And when she finally admits what's going on in her heart, when she finally stops hiding behind the "I've got it all under control" mask, it broke something in me. And I know I wasn't the only one. Tell me you didn't feel your chest tighten when Cole pushes her, just pushes far enough to make her say the truth, and she admits what terrifies her most. Not losing him, but losing control. That's real. That's human. That's every single one of us who's ever gone through grief, trauma, or heartbreak. When life crushes you, the only thing you cling to is control. And to give that away? That feels like dying all over again. And that's the thing nobody talks about, right? Everybody wants love to be fireworks, to be passion, to be burn down the house romance. But for Jackie, love with Cole isn't safe. It ignites her deepest fears. And love with Alex? It's steady. It's comfortable. She has the upper hand there. She's safe with him. And man, that tension between safety and fire is what's tearing her apart. A lot of us have been there. The person we want versus the person we need. And sometimes, they're not the same person. That's why this love triangle doesn't feel like a cliché. It feels real. Because how many of us can't pick between chaos and control? Between desire and peace? Between what we crave and what we think will keep us together? But let's pause. Because Season 2 wasn't just Jackie and the triangle. The writers really tried to open up Silver Falls in a way Season 1 didn't. Everyone got their shot, everyone got their struggles. For once, it wasn't just Jackie drowning in the spotlight. We actually saw people like Kylie and Dylan come alive, and tell me you weren't shocked by that pairing? I mean, nerdy Kylie, quiet, overlooked Kylie with Dylan, the jock we all thought was just the stereotype? That kiss at the festival wasn't just a twist, it was a breath of fresh air. Because Kylie deserves someone who saw her. Not just as Alex's leftover attention. But really saw her. And Dylan. Well, for once, he wasn't all football. He was vulnerable. He was present. And I don't know about you, but I rooted hard for them. Even though Alex's sulky face in the background made it very clear, trouble's coming. And can we talk about Danny and Aaron? Season 1 gave us hope with them, right? They were sweet. They were grounding. They were maybe the one normal couple that reminded us not every relationship in this world has to be torn apart at the seams. But reality hit hard in Season 2. Their dreams don't line up. Their futures don't line up. And even that kiss at the end didn't erase the truth sitting heavy between them. Sometimes love doesn't conquer all. Sometimes, it just runs into the wall of life. And that, honestly, was one of the most painfully relatable arcs of the season. Because who hasn't been there? Loving someone yet knowing deep down it can't last? It's sad. It's unfair. But it's real. And I felt that. Then we had Nathan and Skylar. And, oh my god, can we just say Zach might be the most infuriating character we've had so far? Manipulating Nathan, using his vulnerability, dragging him back into the triangle of his own making with Skylar. It made me actually yell at the screen. Because Nathan just wanted to be loved, just wanted validation after being brave enough to come out, and Zach exploited that. But by the end, when the truth blew up in Zach's face, you couldn't help but feel for Nathan. He didn't just make a mistake. He was used. Manipulated. And yet, the heartbreaking thing, he and Skylar still love each other. The trust is broken, but the love is there. Which sets up Season 3 for some of the most gut-wrenching reconciliation or devastation. And honestly, that storyline deserves it. Because it's not just drama, it's the kind of messiness that feels close to home for way too many people. But here's something I want to break down for you. Let's slow everything way down for a second, because this show, this season specifically, gave us a formula. And I want you to notice it. Ready? Let me break it down. 1. Every character got pushed into decisions that forced them to choose between comfort and risk. 2. Every relationship had stakes where love itself wasn't enough because real-world problems, futures, dreams, trauma kept creeping in. And 3, every win had a shadow attached to it. Jackie gets a Young Sparkler award, but she's still torn apart inside. Alex gets his bronc riding sponsorship, but it means time away from Jackie. Cole wins respect as an assistant coach, but he's still haunted by Jackie. Even the adults, like Will and Catherine, face moments where gaining something meant losing something else. And that's what makes this season so heavy. It's never just a victory. Everything comes with a price. And then, the biggest bomb of all? George Walter. That ending? That ambulance? The quiet, creeping hints of illness all season long suddenly exploding into reality? I swear my jaw dropped. Because for all the chaos with the kids, George has been this constant, the strong patriarch, the backbone of the ranch, the guy who somehow holds this circus together. And now? That's gone. Whatever happened in that top field changes everything. It's not just about his health. It's about the future of the Walter family itself. If he can't work, if he can't lead, if he can't be the center, who takes over? Will? But Will's talking about leaving. Catherine? Maybe. But is she ready? The ranch isn't just land. It's identity. It's history. And this hit shook me to the core because it reminded me that my life with the Walter boys isn't just a teen love saga. It's about survival. It's about family. Now, when I think about season 3, a few things are crystal clear in my gut. Jackie isn't done fighting her internal war. Cole's growth from reckless boy to someone actually paving a future makes him more ready than ever for Jackie. Alex, though? His path might not circle back to her like we think. That sponsorship is pulling him away, not towards. And Kylie. Oh, Kylie. She's finally in something real with Dylan. But you and I know triangles never die in this show. Alex's jealousy, his little glances, they're telling us this isn't over. And Nathan and Skylar? I think season 3 breaks our hearts even more before it tries to heal them. Because trust once shattered doesn't glue back easily. And let me just say this, the reason we care isn't just because it's drama. It's because it feels like our lives. Maybe not in the exact details. I mean, most of us aren't living on a giant ranch with 12 siblings, but in the emotions. Wanting love but scared of it. Fighting for dreams that pull us away from the people we love. Watching family crumble and wondering if you're strong enough to hold it together. That's why, when the credits rolled on season 2, I sat there in silence. Because part of me thought, this isn't just their story. It's mine. It's ours. Now, I want to bring it back to you. Because if you're watching this video right now, I know you felt something too. Maybe you're Team Alex. Maybe you're Team Cole. Maybe you're Team Jackie. Please just pick peace. But whatever it is, I know you're invested. Because season 2 didn't just entertain us, it took something from us. It asked us to feel uncomfortable. To feel heartbroken. To feel hope rip away and then come back and then rip away again. And that means the writers did their job. They didn't just want us to like the characters, they wanted us to live with them. To feel their joy and their grief as if it was happening in our own house. And they nailed it. So let me end like this. Tell me I'm not alone in this whirlwind. Tell me that you, too, sat there at the end, staring at the ambulance lights flashing on George Walter's house, feeling your stomach twist. Tell me that you, too, grieved for Jackie's broken heart even though she doesn't even know what she wants. Tell me that you, too, screamed at Alex's face when he saw Kylie and Dylan kiss. Because if you felt that, then you're part of this family. This little community right here, watching this video together. And I want us to keep this conversation alive. Drop a comment with your theory for season 3. Who do you think Jackie will end up with? Do you think George survives? Do you think Nathan and Skylar can never rebuild? I want to know. Because your opinion matters. Your voice is part of this. And hey, before you go, if you felt me in this video, if you connected with what I said, if even one sentence made you nod and say yep, that's me, then hit that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss when I break down season 3. And share this video with your friend who's Team Alex or Team Cole, because we all know we need to argue this out. This isn't just a show, it's therapy. It's connection. It's us. Because if my life with the Walter boys has taught us anything, it's that family isn't just blood. It's who shows up. And you showed up here. So thank you. Until next time, let's hold on tight. Because season 3? It's gonna break us all over again.